Okay, friends, once again, a very good evening to all of you. My name is Ramzan, and our today's aim of this webinar is to create nice looking, beautiful, and very simple HR dashboard. So there were two parts. One part we already covered last time, that how do you clean the messy data and then make it clean for our reports using Power Query, which we have done last time. And today in front of you, you have an employee database. And this is a very simple database and a clean database, means there is no spelling mistake. There is no merge cell in this. There is no blank rows in this. In this, there is no date formatting issue, means date is clean. Date format is correct. So it's a clean data. So this HR data, either you might have typed whenever a new employee joins, or you put it in a system on your CRM, and then you download the data from the CRM. So let's take this scenario. So you downloaded the data from your CRM and your data is in front of you, HR data. Let's just see very quickly what is there. As you all are from HR, so you know better than me. But still, just to give you the overview, we have gender, first name, last name, you have date of birth, you have nationality, you have their hire date, you have their education, designation, like a normal HR data. Yes, in your database, there might be many extra columns also, or in this, there might be some extra column. And when I press Control and down arrow key, I go to the last record. So I press Control down arrow key. So I see there are 500 records in this database. So I have this many records in the database and I have these are the columns. Now my manager decided that Ramzan, we wanted to create a nice looking HR dashboard. So before creating a dashboard, you will do the cleaning of a data. The spelling mistake, merge cell, all is done. And now we wanted to start creating of a dashboard. So I will quickly open a quick notepad over here so that I can write it down small thing so that you can also get an idea. Got it? So I open once again over here the notepad. Okay, over here. So I will type over here simply creating HR dashboard. Okay. You are going to enjoy this session and you are going to learn lots of new things. Okay, just be patient. Okay. So, what is the first thing that comes to my mind when I start creating a dashboard? Naturally, the first thing is my manager will give me some KPIs or some reports. He will tell me that Ramzan, we wanted to create this report. Or if you are also in HR and you know the data, then naturally you will be knowing, okay, these are the reports which my management needs, or it is good if I create this report and give it to them. So your first step is to write the names of the reports which we need. So we will do the first step that. And we will not take much time. We will just complete that in 3 to 4 minutes. What are the reports that we want to create? First step is always this. Decide. You should not do that. You saw the data and you said, okay, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. No. Try to spend few minutes in writing so that when you create, it's easy for you. So when I sit and when I think, as a HR also, you know, there can be hundreds of reports can be created. Every HR will say, okay, my company need this, my company need. But today we are going to take some generic report which everybody wants to see. Okay. And then according to your data, you can create. So the first what I wanted to know is the total headcount, which is a very simple. So in a dashboard, on the top, I wanted to show my management there are total how many employees currently active in our company. That is your actual headcount. Okay. Second, very common report. How many male and how many female? Either you wanted to show a count or gender. Some company do, some company don't do gender wise. But let's take it simple report. Okay. So male and female count. Very simple. Okay. We will take 3-4 minutes to do this. Let's see now the database. Okay. What else can be created? So when I scroll a database and I can see there is one more column over here which says, do you have part-time or full-time? Yeah, you have this part-time and full-time. So this is the one. So I have a report and I wanted to know from this total headcount, there are how many people who are part-time employees and who are full-time employees. So I will say, for example, part-time and let's say full-time. I wanted to do this also. Okay. So these are the, okay, I have nationalities also, but I don't want each nationality, how many per as of now, but I wanted to know there are how many unique nationality working in my company. Do you know how do you use a Excel formula to create a unique nationality from your database? I will show you a nice formula and you will say, wow. So I wanted to know unique nationality working in my company. Okay. Working color. It can be 20, 25, 30, 40, whatever the unique nationality I have. So these four reports which I have just typed now, friends, these are one numbers. Try to understand this. These are one numbers. Total headcount, total male, total female, total part-time, total full-time, one number. It's not means this you can't put it in charts. Because when you create a chart, understand, when you say nationality wise, so you have India, UK, US, UAE, Oman, so you can create a chart. But for one number, we don't create a chart. We create a card. How do you create the card? I will show you. Be patient. Okay. One is this. Now I will move little bit more ahead, more 2 minutes, and we will discuss more. What else reports can be created? This all I will put it on the heading. Then I wanted to show more reports. So I can say I wanted to show department wise. So I will type department wise. Okay, one is this report. I also have a induction data over here. So whenever I do the induction, I type that, okay, how many people completed the induction and how many people induction is pending. So I wanted to know how many people have joined the company and directly went on job and they have not done induction, which is very important. So let's say I have, you might have this or you might not have. Okay. So I say, for example, induction status percentage wise. Got it? I wanted to know also yearly hired. How many people I am hiring yearly? I wanted to know that. I also wanted to know top five nationality because in my company I have people from 50 nationality. Yes, you can create simple, no problem. But I wanted to know top five nationality who are working in my company. Understanding like this, now friends, if we sit next 30 minutes, we can only discuss on this that which are the reports can be created and it's going to go a long. Oh, why not? We put one more very interesting report. Age group wise. How many people are from each age group? So you are understanding? I said we will go on creating lots of reports. But let's stick to only this as we have very less time. 10 minutes is already passed. So I decided, okay, these are the reports I wanted to create. Perfect. Done. Now what is the next step? Will I create directly a chart? No, you can't create chart directly. First, you have to create all these reports as a text. Means you will do the working of it. And on that data, you will create a chart. Okay. So now I am starting my actual creation of the charts, of the reports. Total headcount. You see how we will take. Very simple. And when I complete this, and after on this reports, when I create the chart, actual dashboard, you will say, wow, amazing. We will add slicers and all will be very interactive. Let me just write it over here, simple. Okay. After creating above reports, we will create charts. Then we will add interactive slices on that. Got it? So we will be doing this last step. Okay. So let's go ahead. So first I wanted to create a total head count. So I come on my data and you see how I do. We will do everything with the pivot table here. Okay. But before creating a pivot table, what you should do? Before creating a pivot table, friends, you should convert your HR data into table mode. Why? I will tell you. Some of you already work on pivot table. I know that. So to give them more detailed idea, you see how it happens. If I go to insert and if I say pivot table, insert pivot table, you will get this screen and here you will say okay, right? You know this. But over here, if you will see pivot table range, it is taking till 478, means the last row, 478. When I go and see, yes, it's 478 row number, right? But you think as a HR, in future, if you add more data to it, what will happen? Then you have to again come on the pivot and you have to say change source, means range source. So you will increase the range and that you have to do every time. So instead of that, what you should do is to make it dynamic, convert a data into table mode. Once you convert a data into table mode, then in future, if you add extra rows also in a data, no problem. You just have to say refresh and your data will be, charts will be updated. So how do you convert a data into table? You will put a cursor anywhere inside the data, no need of selecting and just press Control T. Remember this beautiful shortcut. You see how simple data this is now. You see it will become beautiful. Control T and OK. And your data becomes amazing. See, look wise. If you don't like this color, you have another colors. Okay, but we are not seeing that all. But it becomes for well formatted. It looks beautiful. Okay. So this is one thing. But the hidden benefit is something different. We don't want it to make data beautiful. Our intention is different. Now I converted a data into table mode. Now if you insert a pivot, you see there will be some change. When I say insert and now I click on pivot table, do you see some change? Hmm? Do you see some change? Here instead of table range, which was 489 or 487, he has took the table one name. Means he didn't hard code it that till 487. No, only he has took the table name. You can even change the table name. Slowly, slowly we will see. And here, where you want a pivot table in a new sheet, okay. Always we say mostly in a new sheet only. And I just say okay. So I say okay, a new sheet will be added. And now our actual work starts. Okay. Before I go ahead, I will quickly go to my this and I will come over here. First, I will say convert your data into table mode by pressing Control T. Okay, that's all. Okay, so this is just for your small reference. Now, what was our first report? Very simple, you know. We wanted to create how many people are there in my company, total head count. How do you create with pivot? Very simple. You come here and here is the first name. Okay, first name. Drag this any column, any alphanumeric column, not a number column, alphanumeric column, text column. Drag this under the row. You see, I'm dragging the first name under the row area here. And over here, you will see all the names of the people have come. Correct? But I don't want names. I want total count, right? So this first name, you will move it to values. So here you will get total count. So you see, if you put a first name in a row, you are getting to get all the names. But I don't want names. I want total. So this first name you will always put in value area. So this is the aggregation area. Wherever you see this is the aggregation. So you got count. So now I will just rename it and I will say, for example, head count. Very simple. and I just make it a, let's say, center. Done. This is my first and very simple report I've created. How many people are there in my company? Now, listen very carefully. Now, what is going to happen? In future, if you add more data, if you add more data, and if you just say right click and refresh, here headcount will change. Headcount will update. You don't have to go to pivot table and say change source. Why? Because you converted a data into table mode. So your pivot is dynamic. Okay, after this, what I will do? I will do one small thing. I will right click on this table and I will go to the option pivot table option. And in that, I will switch off this option, auto fit column. Do you remember whenever you create a pivot table and when you say refresh, the column width and everything changes? So regularly people ask why it changes because this option is always on. It says auto fit column on update. I say no, don't auto fit. Whatever I have kept, keep as it is. Don't touch that and just say okay. Please okay. Got it, everybody? So now when I say right click and refresh, it's same as it is. So this is our first basic report. Slowly, we will move. Okay. Now, I created this. I want to create a second report over here. And now we will move little bit speed, slowly, as soon as you understand. How many male and how many female I want to show. Okay. So what I do, I select this and I copy this and I paste it over here. Simple. I just paste it over here. And I wanted to create how many males and how many females, right? So I will uncheck the first name and I go to the gender. This gender, I will put it under the row. So I will come to know male and female. And same, this gender column, you will drag it under the value. As this gender is a text, so automatically it will convert to the count. So I come over here and it becomes count. Amazing. So over here, I will type the heading gender and I will just type a word count in the heading. That's all. So I got a second report that are how many female and male in my company. Next option. Again, I select this and I say copy. We are good in copy paste. So do the copy paste and I say copy paste. And I copy paste the pivot. Here I want a third report. And that is how many part-time and how many full-time. So again, I go to my cell and I come over here and I uncheck the gender and I go down and I have a column timing. I drag the timing under the row. That is the timing is name of the column actually. And then again that timing I'm putting it under the values. Simple. And I got over here, for example, time and part-time, full-time. And again, I say count. You see how simple we created this report. Let me just change the color of it by going to the format so that we say little bit different. Otherwise, there is no need of coloring also. It is just for a look I'm giving because finally, this you are not going to show the management. To management, you are going to show something beautiful, something amazing. Got it? But we have to do all these things. Why not I press Control S and I saved my files. Done. Okay. Now, what was the another report which we wanted to create? Unique nationality working in my company. So how many unique people who are working in my company? This, for getting this, I have to use a formula. We have to use a formula. So over here, I will give the heading unique nationality. Okay. Now, friends, anybody can guess or anybody has idea. Some of you might be knowing which formula you will use to get unique nationality. Means what, friends? Over here, I have a nationality column, this nationality column, right? I don't want it to count. Count I can do equal count A, but unique nationality, like there are 20 times Egyptian, so it should consider that as one. Understanding what I'm trying to say? So I go in the sheet and I will show you one beautiful formula and you will learn a nice formula. And that formula is unique with count A. So here you will put a simple formula. You will say equal and you will say count A. Why I'm taking count? So there are two formula. One is count and another is count A. Count formula counts only the numbers. Count A counts text also. So I say count A, but I don't want it to count all. I want unique count. So in count A, I will tell Excel, hey, give me only the unique. Give me only the unique. And then I will go to the sheet. I will go to the sheet and I will select the data over here from Egyptian till down. And I press enter. And then I will press again the enter. And you get the 10. It means he's saying there are 10 nationalities working in your company, unique nationalities. Got it, everybody? How you will come to know manually? When I go to the nationality and when you will count this, these are the 10 unique nationality which is there in my database. Got it? So this is a very nice formula. Count with unique. Count with unique. Okay. So I go over here and I save it and I double click to show you the formula. Let me copy this formula and paste it over here so that you get an idea. Afterwards, when I share with you, I will give you this. Okay. Done, everybody? So now till here, my work is done. Now what? Now what? Now, the next part is I wanted to create all these five reports. Now, these five reports, friends, we will do very quickly. In like 5 to 7 minutes, we will try to complete this. And then we will focus on the charts and how do you create a dashboard layout. And then how do you fix the chart and how do you make it look amazing. Okay. So let's get started. More few minutes you have to wait department wise. Okay. So I go over here and again I go to the data and I will say I wanted to create a department wise chart. So what I will do again, I can do this way only. I will copy this and I go down over here and let's say I say paste. So I pasted this pivot table and I want to create department wise, right? So I will say uncheck the gender and where is department? And I go, where is department? Okay, here. There is a department here. So I drag the department under the row and I drag the department under the value. So I got how many people are there in each department. So I type over here DEPT and over here I say count. But I wanted to arrange it nicely. So I say right click, sort, and I say largest to smallest. So it will sort my pivot table. So when I create the chart also, it looks perfect. But so this is my department wise chart. Let me just change the color of the heading. That's all. So this is my department. So one chart, one pivot table is done. Let me make it this little bit on the left hand side. Okay. This is my chart. Like this, we will create more four charts very quickly. We will do. Don't worry. So I say copy. Again, I paste it over here and I have induction wise status, but I want in percentage. No problem. So what we will do? I will come over here and I will remove the department from here and I will click on induction. And same induction, you will drag it under the value over here. So you got induction, but I don't want count. Do you know how do you convert the count to the percentage in pivot? Very simple, friend. See on my screen. I will right click on that number. I will right click on that number and I will go to the option show value as. Show value as. And in that, I will click on percent of grand total and I click on it and your work is done. Simple. And I will type over here, for example, percentage. And over here, I will type induction. Yeah. Let me come over here and let me change the color. More two reports and then we'll start the charts. Again, I copy this and again I go on the right hand side and I say paste. What is the third chart I need? Yearly hired means yearly hiring, year wise hiring. year-wise hiring. Now, friends, this is simple demo. So I'm showing you this report. Depending upon the data, you will create your report depending upon your own data, right? So yearly hiring. So where is my hire date? So where is my hire date? Oh, here is the hire date. So I uncheck the department and I take the hire date under the row. So I got it over here, all this, and same hire date, I will put it under the value. So I get a count. But why I am getting this plus? Because it is group. So you see how I set that out. I right click on the date and there is the option group. And in group, I will say I don't want to see month and quarters. Okay. So I get only the year-wise hiring. Okay. So I say year-wise. Okay. Year. Okay. And I say over here, hired or whatever heading you want. But I don't want to see so many years. I just wanted to see last 5 years hiring. So I click on it. I unselect everything and I just select the last 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I say, okay, your work is done. One more report, you have to wait. Okay. I say right click. I say copy. Again, I go down and I say paste. What is the next report I have requested? Top five nationality. Okay, no problem. We will do. How do you do the top five nationality? Any guess? Any idea, friends? So I will show you nicely. So to get the top five nationality, first you will create a nationality wise report. So I throw this outside. I remove this outside and I go to the nationality on the right hand side and I click on national. I got all the nationality and same nationality. I will put it over here. I got the nationality wise report, but I want to see only top five nationality, right? First, let me sort it nicely. Right click, sort, and I say largest to smallest. So the data got sorted. But I want to see only top five. You see how we will see. You will click on this. You will go to value filter, and in value filter, there is an option top 10. After the session, even if you forgot now, don't worry. This is recorded. So next time when you see, you can see the video, you can do the practice. See the video, do the practice if you really wish to learn. And I go here and I say, hey, I just wanted to see top five. So I got top five nationality. Why not I change the heading? And over here I say count. And my last report, friends, and that is your, what was that report? Age wise, age group wise. So in my data, I have an age column. Where is this age column? This is the age column, correct? But in this column, I do want, okay, 45 years, this many people, 46 years, this, we don't do that. We wanted to group. And we also wanted to see how many people are near to the retirement age, more than 50 or 55 years. So you wanted to see this. How much is our young population in our company? So I go over here in sheet and you see how I do. I copy this and again I say control V for paste. And over here, what I will do is I will take the age column, right? I want age wise in this. So I uncheck the nationality and where is my age? Here is the age column. I drag the age column under the row. Okay. So I got all the age. Now what I will do? And then I will drag this age under the value. But when I drag the age under the value, it became sum. I don't want sum. I want count because he added all the dates of year of 25, how many people, and then he did the sum. No, I don't want sum. I want to convert this sum of age into count. So right click, summarize value by, and there is an option count. You converted that to the count. So I came to know 24 years, one person, 25 years, 16 people. 26 years, 18 people. No, I don't want it. It's good, but I wanted to make it in a group. There are 50 ages, so it's a big report. So you see how I convert to the group. This is very interesting. Again, you will learn new. I will right click on the age. I will right click on the age. And there is an option group. There is an option group. I click on group. And I say, hey, okay, so he found a minimum age of 24 in my database. And he found 51 years a maximum age in my database. He automatically saw minimum, maximum. Khalas. By. So I say by 10 years. Means a gap of 10 years I want. So I say, okay. And you see, oh, amazing. No, I want 5 years. So I again go here, right click on that age and say group. And I say, I want 5 years. Perfect. Amazing. So we came to know through each age group, these are the number of people in my company. Like this, I can show you more 10 reports now, but we don't have a time. You see, so now we started at 8:30. My time 7:30, it's 8:05. 5 minutes afterwards, we started the session. So it took me exact 30 minutes, which we had planned to create. So we created all these things under 30 minutes. And this I was explaining. If you do individually after learning this, you might complete this in less than 30 minutes average because I was going slow also. Now what? Now you need to convert this into the charts, right? So we will see how do you do that. And this is again a half an hour important point and we will complete on time. Okay, let's see. So first I will rename this sheet one. I will say over here, let's say I can say working or let's take it reports. Just I put the reports. Okay. I change the sheet name to reports. Let me move it over here. So I have a HR data. In the final, we will hide this sheet. Okay. And this is my reports. Now what to do, friends? Now I will add a new sheet. So I added a new sheet and I will rename this as dashboard. And now our actual work starts. Now this is a blank sheet. I have not took any ready-made template, ready-made colors, ready-made themes and to show you wow. No, I will create everything in front of you so that you also understand, right? Great. So what is the first step? The first step is creating the heading. Okay, so I will come over here and I will select, means I want to make this sheet look very beautiful, perfect chart, heading, slicers, and everything I want in this. So how do we do that? So let's get started. So this area, first I will explain you. This area, we will put the heading. This area, we are going to put the slicers. This area, we will put the charts. And yeah, and then whenever you will click on the left area that is on the slicer, everything will change over here. So friends, let's get started. Okay. So the first thing what I'm going to do over here is I wanted to create the heading. So I will select all these cells till X or Y, Z. Make sure you keep this screen as 100% over here. And I will put some color over here to the heading. You see, you will learn some amazing thing today now. I click on this and from here you can select, put any colors. I'm going over here and I'm selecting this color. Okay, so I selected this color. Done. Okay. Let me increase the row height. So I say it's 13, right? Let me make it 15. Okay. Let me put, I want a current date over here. Whenever user opens, he should see the current date. So you all know how do you write current date formula, everybody? Equal today. This formula will give you a system date. So this is your system date. Let me make it center. Let me make it this and let's make it a white color. Lovely. Okay. And from here, to here, I wanted to type a heading with the name HR dashboard and with the company name. So you can do merge also. You can do merge also, but I am doing in a different way. I right click and I go to the option format cells. I go to the alignment and here in general there is an option center across selection. So whatever rows I have selected, it will make the center. I say okay. And you see now I am typing, for example, E-Tech Global Solution HR Dashboard or whatever name you want, you can just give it. You can make a color white, you can increase the size, you can make it center. Got. So this way you can do a small heading for this. Let me increase the size of it a little bit more from 15 to 16. Perfect. So this is my first heading I have made. Now what? Go and you will see some amazing thing coming up in next few minutes. I don't like this grid lines. If you like, you can keep it. I don't want. So I go to the view tab and in view tab, do you see these grid lines? Uncheck these grid lines and it becomes clear. Got it? Looking nice? Okay. Now what we will do, we will add one gray color background if you wish to. If you want to just keep this problem, you can keep this. I wanted to add the background. So I selected it and I go to the home and over here there is a fill option. You can fill anything. I just say light color, very light color. So I have just put a light gray color over here. Okay, till here I am done. Now what is the first step over here? The first step is I wanted to show over here a total head count. So now our work starts. Okay. So now I will come over here how it should look. Okay. So I want a heading. In that I want a text box. So what I will do is I will go to the insert tab over here. And in insert tab, I get an option shape. And in shape, I get different. This is a one-time job. And then we will be doing copy paste. So this is a one-time job and then we'll do the copy paste. So I will come over here and I will take this one. Do you see this? Top rounded corners. I click on it and I come over here and I create one small box, something like this. A small box, something like this. Okay, in this I want to fill the color. So I go to the shape fill. Whatever color you want, you can fill it. I go to the shape outline. I say no outline. And I click on this yellow. And with this yellow, now you can see, make it more smooth, means this round corner. Do you see this? If you want to make it less, you can do it. It's up to you. If you want to keep this way, this. I'm just moving like this. Then I right click and edit text. And I will say over here a heading that is head count. I make it center. You know how do you do the center? And I increase the font size to 12. So this is the first heading I have created. This is a one-time job. We will create very nice. After this, what? After this, I want another box down. So I just say copy and paste over here. And I say I don't want this curved. So I click on this yellow, make it proper. And I don't want a color into it. So I just say I need a white color. And in this, I don't want anything. So I created this one. Okay, done. Now, in this, friends, in this, I wanted to pull total head count from that, right? So you see how I do. I select this, and this is a formula bar, right? Here you will put a very simple formula. You will say equal, and you go to the reports and you say equal this. Means this cell you are linking with that, and you press enter. And wow, that 477 has come here. Nice. So I increase the size of it, okay, and make it bold. And if you wish to change the color, surely you can change the color of it. Let's keep it this way. Done. Now wait. We will create only one. Now what I will do is I will select it and let's group it. Let's group it. I say right click. No, let's not group it. Let's first do the copy paste. So how many times I will do, I have to decide. So I can decide this by seeing the reports. Okay, so male, female 2, full-time, part-time means total 4, unique nationality 5. It means I have to copy this 5 times. See how I do. Control Shift and I drag it over here. One time, I drag 2 times, Control Shift 3 times, Control Shift 4th time, and Control Shift 5th time. Here I will put this. Khalas. Wait now. Now what to do? Now I want to do the alignment, means all should be perfect. But before doing that, I will change the heading and everything. And alignment I will do in the end and I will adjust it. So what I do, I select the head count and I go over here and I put some different color. So I put this green color and I put this green color. Why I'm putting green color? Because here I want to add the male records, how many male and how many female. Again, I will select this both and I say change the color. Why? Because here I wanted to add, what was that? Part-time, right? Part-time. And over here, I wanted to add full-time. And the last one was nationality. Halas, done. You have to be more, you have to wait few more minutes and something more interesting will do. Now what? Now you want to link that cells. So here you will come and you will say over here equal, you will say equal. Here you want to pull male, right? You go to the reports and click on male, enter. So that 243 came here. Once again, I'm showing, click on this. And on the top, you will say equal. Go to the report sheet and you click on this word female count. So that is pulled over there. This way we link. So this is 243 and this is 234 opposite. Part-time, again I say equal. I go over here and where is my part-time? This is my part-time. Again I click on full-time. I say in this cell equal reports and I click on this full-time 298. Enter. This also I got. I click on nationality and I want to pull the unique nationality from there. Again, friends, over here you will say equal, go to the reports and I click on unique nationality, enter. First part is done. Okay, now what? Now I wanted to arrange properly. This looks little bit messy, right? So what we are going to do? First, we will select this both. Click and there is the option group. You make it group. If you will not group it, your alignment will not be proper. So I will select this both and first I will group them so that whenever I am moving them here and there, it moves together. It moves together. Again, I say right click and I say group. Again, I click on it and I say right click and I say group. And I click on this, shift, right click on it and I say group. Done. Now what? Yes, it takes time to create all these things. There is nothing like magic and you click and everything happens. No, you have to spend time. Now, friends, you will select all these boxes, means this cards, and how do you arrange it properly? You see, I will show you a nice thing. You select this all, and on the top now, friends, you get one option shape format. And in shape format, you get one option align. And in align, you wanted to adjust the space. So there is an option distribute horizontal. Select the all cards, go to the shape format, go to the align, and click on distribute horizontal. What to distribute horizontal? Spaces. And I click on it and it distributes the space. Amazing. Simple. Yeah. I have one icon over here. I had downloaded just few minutes back and I want that icon to be coming over here. So there is the icon gender. I just drag it over here. Let's see if that comes. If no, then we will take it from here. Insert and I say picture and I say place over cell and I say this device and here I can import that icon if you wish to. So I just say gender icon and this I just put it over here nicely. Like this, you can add more icons over here. I'm not doing that. Time will go, but just to show you, I'm added this. Okay, friends. Now what? Now this area is for your slices button. You click and everything changes. You have to be patient. Here I will come and here I'm going to create the charts. But I think it's almost 40 minutes I'm speaking. I just wanted to know, are you all understanding, friends? Can you please reply in the chat box? Are you all understanding? And hope you all are getting what I'm teaching you. Great. Can you put it on a chat box? Amazing. Lovely. Lovely. Great. 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 Very nice. Amazing. Great. Lovely. Lovely. Great. Okay. So I'm moving ahead. I'm not seeing the chat box now. I'm moving. Why not I save this? I have saved this. Now what? Now, again, I go to my HR data. No, on the reports. And I wanted to create the first chart of department wise. And you see how nicely we are going to place it. Yes, it will take time, but we will do some nice thing. Okay. So now I will come over here and I will copy this heading down. So I just copy this down over here and let me ungroup it. Right click, group, and I say ungroup it. And I don't want this number, so I just delete it. And I increase the size of it, something like this. And here I will be adding my first report that is department wise. And can we change the color of it to this one? Come over here and can I take the color? Color whatever is for your company, you can choose it. I have department wise over here. And again, I will copy this and put it over here. Here I will put another report. And what is that one? I can put induction and then year wise. Okay. So I will over here, I will say induction. And why not to change the color of it to blue? So it's something different. And then again, I copy this and I put it over here. And over here, I will say yearly hiring or what I should say, year-wise hiring. Okay. Khalas. So three reports, first charts I will be doing over here. Let me move this little up so that in the end, I don't have a issue of space. So I just selecting all. I'm just moving it little bit up. Let's move this also little bit up. Perfect. And again, I will copy this and I will drag this down and I will try that over here. I create something, but why not I change the color of it? Here I will make this, I will make this, and let's make this different color. Just changing the color. Understanding? I go over here. Induction year-wise, nationality and age. Oh, here I did the spelling mistake. Lyty. Okay, so nationality and age-wise. So over here, I will say top five nationality. And what was the last one? Age-wise, right? So I will come over here and I will say age-wise. We will create one more report and we will fill this gap of what to put that. Here we will put any other reports. Here we will create the interactive slicer, which I will show it to you after we create few reports. If we change the number, it will refresh in the dashboard. Yes, Yes, Sayyid Mujahid. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. What do you do when you want to link multiple sheets rather than convert that into the table form? So for this gamma, you have to first use a formula that is a V-stack formula. If you have multiple sheets, it's always advisable if you have 5 sheets, always create another sheet and get the data from all the 5 sheets. Means you have to make one sheet from that 5 sheet. Then on that only you have to create the pivot. So there is a formula with the name V-stack. We had covered this in one of the session with the help of V-stack formula. You just have to type equal V-stack, select the data and all the 5 sheets and press enter and all 5 data sheets will come into that. If time permits, I will show you that. Okay. Okay, everybody. Experience wise, we can add this. So let's get started. We have very less time. So again, I go over here quickly and I come on department. I go to the insert and I say chart. You know how do you create a chart? Insert a chart. Simple. And we do the cleaning of a chart. I'm just deleting the grid lines. I'm deleting this word count. I'm deleting this word total. I'm deleting this. I'm just adding the data label. That's all. I say cut, control X. I go here and I say paste. Means I created the chart over there, but I want a chart over here. So I'll come over here and nicely I will put it a chart over here. Let's make this little bit small from here. And let's come over here and let's make this small. Done. Okay. I want to change this blue color to green color. So I go here and I say change the color as per the standard. The first chart I've made. If you want to do very perfectly, you can zoom it something like this, and then you can spend time if you want a very, very perfect over here. So yes, you can do this all when you have sufficient time. And yes, you should make it perfect. Yeah. So basically, you can do lots of things and spend time in this. I'm just making it a little bit perfect. And that's all. And again, I come here and I make it 100% zoom. That's all. Okay. So this is my first chart. Let's make it safe. Now, again, I go to the reports. I come over here and I wanted to create a pie chart for this. I go here and I wanted to create any 2D pie, 3D pie, whatever you want. You want to, if you are hungry, you can create donut. So I created 3D pie. And again, I do the cleaning. I delete this. I delete the heading. I delete the word percentage. Then I right click. Then I say add data label. I make that data label white color. It is looking dark on dark. I'm not able to see. That's all. Let's make this small. Control X, cut, go to the sheet and say paste. And lovely. Let's put it nicely over here and let's adjust the column width. Yes, you can make the column width together also like others. We will do that as well, right? Slowly, slowly. And I make this something like this. Got understanding everybody? Okay. Now what I will do over here is on the left hand side, quickly, I will add some nice slicers. Or let me do one more here and then finally in the end I will show you the slicer part. Okay. So I go to the reports and I go to the year. Let me press Control S and I go to the insert. And on year, whenever you want to create date-wise sales, like yearly, monthly, quarterly, in a friend, so try to create a line chart on that. Try to create a line chart on that. So I go over here and I say, hey, create the line chart. Lovely. Let's do the deletion part, cleaning part. Delete this, delete the grid lines, delete this axis, delete this word higher, right click, don't want to see this word total, delete it. Then right click on it and say add data label, which you all know. But now I will show you a new thing, which you might not be knowing. I will take this data labels and I say format it. and I want above. And now I want to make this line smooth corner. I want to make it smooth. So when you click on the line here in a drop down, you get one option over here, and that is your smooth line. This. So this becomes a smooth line. Do you see this smooth line? This smooth. It was edge. It becomes smooth. But I wanted to add the markers. So here you get one option, markers. I know lots of options are there. When you practice, you will take some time, but you are getting the understanding. When you see the video and you practice together, you will learn something new, friends. Okay, these are the learnings. I'm changing the color of it, markers. Got it? Oh, this is the border color. So I say fill. I go here and I come over here and I say this. So I got the fill. Let's make this little small and let's adjust it. Perfect. Let's make height wise little small and then control X. Cut. Go here and we are good in copy paste. So I say copy paste and I make it small. Perfect. And from here also I can make it. Actually, you can do like this also, friends. See, you can just select this one format and over here now you get in format. Now we will find, see, height is 1.7. So I can select this all and I can go to one shot shape and this is height and I type 1.7. Khalas. So all the height is same way you can do for width. Width is how much? First you will select first one, 3.5 feet. Okay, so I select everything. I go to the format and I say 3.58. So all standard means all now height and width are perfect. Small thing, but yeah. So this is done. Control S, very important to save it. Now on the left hand side, I will select one of the chart and I will go to insert and there is a option slicer. So now I will insert a slicer. So I go to the insert and I say slicer. I want a slicer of department. I want for designation and I want for the location. So I will select all the three slicer. It's up to you which you want. And I say, okay, you got this. I take the department, nicely put it over here and let's make it two columns. Yes, you can make it two columns. Okay, make it small. Take the designation. Again, put it nicely over here. Let's make it two column and let's make it small. Let's take the location. Let's make it two column. Let's make it small and let's bring and keep it nicely over here. Lovely. Got it, everybody? Now we love color, right? So we will change the color. So I say I want to change this color. I want to change this to this color. And I wanted to change this to this color. If you wanted to, or if you want to keep the same, change it. Looks nice. Yes, when you will change, everything is going to change. But wait, I will show you the last setting in the end. Okay. So now what, friends? Now what? Now we have more three reports to do it, right? And if I see the time and my time is, I think, up. So it's now exactly 1 hour we have spent. But creating the last few charts should not take more 5 to 10 minutes. I hope you are ready to spend. Can you type ready in a chat box, friends, if you are okay with me? Amazing, lovely, lovely, great, lovely, great, amazing. So now I will go again over here and I wanted to show top five nationality. Okay, and I wanted to show age wise. So nationality wise, I can put it under the different chart. So I will just copy this. I just copy this nationality wise and I will say paste spatial formulas. I have just pasted this over here. So you will say, Ramzan, why you did that? Because the chart which I am going to create now does not support the pivot. And this is a new chart. Insert, and there is a chart pre-map. I love this chart. This is a nice chart. So we created this chart. And now let's come over here and make it small. Yeah, got it? So this is also a chart which can be created on different, but now it's showing the same width. No? So again, I say right click, format data labels, and I say value. Okay. So when I click on the value, you will see the value also. Or if you wanted to create some different chart for this, you can surely create a different chart for this. Let me just delete and see. Let me delete this also. I say Control X, cut, go here, Control V for paste, and let's put it nicely over here and let's make it small. Perfect. Now let me put it over here and let me keep it over here. Okay, perfect. Want to see some magic? See, I click on administration. It is changing only this. It is not changing everything. Correct? Now I will show you how when you click on one, everything changes. And then you will say, wow, Ramzan, this is something amazing. But before I do that last step, let me put the age wise also quickly so that we can complete it. So I go to the age wise, and on this age wise, I will be creating insert and okay. So I go here and let me create a bar chart. So I created the bar chart, and you know how do you clean? I click on a word total, delete, click on this, delete, click on this age, delete, click on this numbers, delete. You will say lots of things to delete. I say right click, add data label, and then I wanted to change the color. So I go to the shape fill and I say change this to this color. I delete the word total, Control X, cut, go here, Control V for paste, and let's make this little bit small. Perfect. Got it? And let's move this down over here. Got it? Last report, whatever you think, create on your own afterwards, okay? Or let's create it, okay? Somebody was saying experience wise, now, but in experience, you have lots of experience like age. In that also you can do the grouping you are saying, right? Here you have experience wise, right? Let's do it. Let's do it, okay? Quickly, it will take few minutes and then I will show you the last part. So again, for that, now I can copy any of this and I say paste. And here what I will do, experience wise, you said, right? So what I will do here is right click, show, it will come. So I throw the nationality outside and where is my experience? Experience, yeah, here. I drag the experience over here. And how you will do it? You will convert this to the group. Right click, group. Like we group the age. And I say with 10 years. Amazing. Oh. So we have 1 or 20, no? I think here we have to keep 5 this time difference, not 10. Let's keep it 5 and get more. Age wise. Okay, it's okay. No problem. We will do this. So this is done. Again, I go to the insert, click on a chart, and I click on this. Again, a chart. Done. And again, I delete it. Again, I delete it, right click, hide. So I have done so many time all these things. You might have remembered also everything, right? Done. And again, I select this and I go to the format and I change the color to blue and I make it little small. Control X, go here, Control V for paste. First press Control S for save so that nothing happens problem. And then my work is done. Amazing. And I will come over here and I will say over here, Oh, I think this blue color are different or what? Format, shape fill, and I click on it and your work is done. Amazing, friends. See the last part now. Hmm? See the last part. Wait. Okay. Now I will select a slicer. This is a main, if you understand this, you have done. If you don't understand this part, last part, then you will not be able to link. So I click on a slicer, one slicer, and I say Excel, link this chart, link this slicer to other, right? So you will go to this slicer on the top. You will go to the slicer on the top, and there is an option report connection. Remember this option. So here you are saying that connect this slicer to all the reports. You can even change the name of the pivot table so it's easy for you that which report is what. As of now, I wanted to link to all, so there is no need of changing the name. I want when I click on one of the slicer, it should update other slicers, other reports. I click on a slicer, third one. I go to the slicer. There is an option report connection. And in report connection, again, I make it big and let me change everything and let me show you the magic. Save. First is save. See on my screen. Abu Dhabi. Everything is changing. From Ajman, this many people in department, this many people completed induction, this many hiring happened, this is the experience why, this is age group, this is nationality. Amazing. So whatever you are changing, it is happening. Amazing, clear. Again, I click on it and it is changing for everybody. Amazing. I click on it. Again, I click on admin, finance, information. Now it's up to you which slicer you need, depend upon your data, which charts you need. Like this, you can create something amazing, right? You can create more better than this if you have sufficient time, right? So I think I took around 1 hour, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do this. I click on save, and this completes your today's webinar, friends. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have learned something new, friends, in this webinar. Okay? Great. Okay, friends. So I will now uh, stop the training, stop the video recording over here, and then we will discuss. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Your time. Make sure you practice this. I'm going to share this one. I will share my YouTube channel link also, and we will do it. Let me stop the video. Thank you so much.